my name is Greg. I'm a first-year nursing student. For my background, I have a biology degree. I'm 23 years old. It's going well so far. Had a couple surprises here and there. Definitely a lot more tests in a short amount of time.
What's it like being the only male with a bunch of girls all the time?
It's definitely something that I had to get used to from starting out. But you learn a lot more about how females act and how they are from being around them all the time.
And if you could give one piece of advice to future nursing students revolving around school, what would that be?
I'd say a big thing is probably learning time management and just knowing that you can't study the night before for a test if you want to do well on it.
Has it changed your social life at all?
It definitely has. Coming off the second semester of my senior year, taking easy classes, going out a lot, just having fun. I definitely have to learn how to prioritize things. It's a lot more different than what people think.
Hi, I'm Abby. What do I say? I'm 20 years old. I did 2 years of prereqs before I got here, and now I'm here.
Honestly.
It's rough. But getting through it.
If you could give one piece of advice to future nursing students, what would that be?
Don't let how hard nursing school is discourage you, because in the end it's going to be totally worth it, and you probably know more than you think.
Has it changed your social life at all?
Yeah, I don't do as much.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm 19 and I'm in Holly's nursing class. I did 1 year of school before this, and I had a year done in high school actually, because my high school offered classes, and I actually applied to nursing school in high school. So if you are looking to go to nursing school and that's something that your nursing school offers, you definitely should, because it was such a stress reliever and I didn't have to worry about it, and my grades and my requirements were all met in high school, and so they actually accepted me early, and that was a huge stress reliever and helped out so much. Good. It's hard and it's really busy, but it's definitely worth it. I'm one that's like, I don't want to be a nurse just to be a nurse. Like, I am so interested in like the actual content, so it's really nice to learn a lot too.
Awesome. Has it changed your social life at all?
I try not to let it. I'm kind of a homebody as it is, so I don't want to say I like keep to myself, but no, not really. I mean, people are always like, oh my god, you're never gonna do anything, where it's like, yeah, you have to prioritize school, but if you use your time wisely, then you'll still have time to do stuff that you enjoy.
Oh, I feel dumb. Okay, hi, my name is Jonah. I am 21 minus 1. Almost 21. Well, I started out as an elementary education teacher, and then I realized that I liked nursing stuff, so I started doing the nursing at a college before I went to Allen.
And you are halfway through your first semester of nursing school, and how is it going?
It's good. I really like it. I didn't feel like I'm doing better in nursing school than I did at school before here, just because it's more like specialized and more like applicable to what we're going to be doing, so it's easier to understand and to pay attention to it. So I really enjoy it, and I have a good group of friends that supports me.
Awesome. And has it changed your social life at all?
Has it, or how
Yes.
has it?
You can say how it has.
How is it?
I feel like I didn't have a social life before, and I still don't have a social life. So, no. I mean, I guess, like, I feel like I'm studying a lot more, and so, like, social life as far as the fact, like, when my roommates are all sitting out talking, I have to, like, go to my room and study and stuff. So, that's probably the biggest difference, is just having to, like, realize that as much as I want to hang out with friends, I need to kind of take time to myself to study and focus.
If you could give one piece of advice to future nursing students, what would it be?
You just to remember that it's not going to be easy, it's going to be hard, and you're not going to pass every test, and that's okay. Like, like if you're used to getting A's and B's, like that's not gonna happen all the time, and that's okay. And don't give up, and just remember like the end picture, and that it's not caught up in the moment because it will be hard, but it's so worth it in the end.
Hi guys. So if you cannot tell from my intro and the title of this video is about my first semester of nursing school and how it's going. I am halfway through the semester, and I just kind of wanted to make a video for everybody who's asked me about nursing school and how it's going, and just kind of some tips and different little clips from a couple of me and my friends going through nursing school and what you can expect and like my study tips. So basically, I am in my first semester and I have 4 classes, and those 4 classes are, I believe it's 14 credit hours, maybe it's 12, I'm not entirely sure, maybe it's 12. But basically I'm in class from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't have class on Thursdays and Fridays because the very first semester of nursing school I don't have a clinical. I will next semester. So I am in class on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And on Mondays, I have a 2-hour class, which is pathophysiology. And then on Tuesdays, I am in class from 8 a.m. to 3:20. And that is learning and serving, introduction to professional nursing, and health assessment. And then on Wednesdays, I have pathophysiology again, which is, I'm in class from 12 to 7 p.m. because I have pathophys for 2 hours, and then we have a little bit of a break, and then I have a 3-hour lab, which is health assessment. So that is my current schedule, and so my classes are pathophysiology, introduction to professional nursing, health assessment, and learning and serving. Learning and serving, not my favorite class. It's basically just about like how to get involved in the community and serve, like service learning kind of thing, because that's like what healthcare is, part of healthcare. And pathophysiology is probably the hardest course. It's not probably, it is the hardest course that I have. That takes up a massive chunk of my time, and if I'm studying, that is what I'm studying. Pathophysiology is extremely content heavy, and it is basically about the study of diseases. So like, I'm gonna show you guys my binder, but like every freaking disease you can think of, like, and how they affect you, and the symptoms and the signs and the treatments and the diagnosis. It's so much. But this is my pathophysiology binder. I just got this little thingy off Pinterest, and then I had my roommate like draw pathophys on there. I'm not that talented, I can't do that. But just to show you guys, this is only halfway through the semester. This binder is a 3-inch binder, so if that says anything to you, but I have that thick of notes. It's a pretty massive chunk. I have like, you know, like study guides there that I like make myself, and then this is just kind of like the layout, and I have, this is kind of how I stay organized. I have like little dividers in there, and then it divides it up into each section that we're learning. So like, just to show you guys an example, this is just kind of how I stay organized for school. If I like open one of these up, this one is about, this unit was alterations in hematologic function, and I basically print off the PowerPoints like this. They give them to us, and I print them off, and then I write my notes on the side like so. And then what I do is I completely rewrite all of my notes and make Quizlets and study guides, and yeah, that's what I do for patho. So that takes up pretty much all of my time. That is that class. And then I have health assessment, which health assessment, I have a similar binder for that, but it's not as thick because it's not as content heavy. It's about head to toe assessments. So basically what it means is like a patient comes into the hospital and we're learning how to like assess them completely. So like we learn about like a heart assessment, a lung assessment, face, head, and neck, peripheral vascular, lungs, like mouth, nose, ears, everything on the body. We learn how to assess, just basic stuff, but for us it's extremely hard because there's a ton to know. So like, just for an example, I have this is my midterm week. I just had my patho midterm. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully, we'll see. But anyways, I have my midterm for my health assessment class on Wednesday, which is I'm going to draw 2 different systems and I get to pick which one I want. So for example, I could draw heart and lungs and I'm going to pick which one I want to do. So I make note cards for that. So like an example, like this is my note card for lungs. This is my lungs note card, and then I have like face, head, and neck, and peripheral vascular, and oops, sorry, that was heart. But basically I just make tons of note cards for all the systems and study them that way. And by talking really fast, I'm sorry, but so like for lungs, like for this one, like I have to memorize every single thing on this, and I have to be able to perform this assessment on my partner and get every single thing right. All the words, all the palpating, auscultations, percussion, I have to do everything. And this isn't even everything that I have to say and do. This is just kind of like a shortened up version of it. All of these are. So that's health assessment. Each week we have a quiz. Every week we have a quiz, and it'll be over the body system that we're about to perform an assessment on. And then we have the mini competency, which is my midterm, which is this Wednesday, and then we have a final, which I will draw a bigger system again and have to perform an assessment. So that is how that class works. And for pathophysiology, I have 8 exams total with the 2, I have a midterm and a final, and so I'm halfway through. So we've had 4 total exams so far. And then as for my last class, Introduction to Professional Nursing, that class is pretty pointless to me. It's basically just really easy material, just kind of like history of nursing and like what professional nursing is and like different careers in nursing and everything you can do with the major. So yeah, but I didn't clarify before, all of the people in this video, and myself included, we are all 2.5-year programs. We are going for the BSN, which is the Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. So that is what our major is, for those who are wondering. It is basically the highest you can go without getting your master's degree. It's the most common. It's a 4-year degree. So yeah, the next step down would be like LPN and ADN and all of that. So yeah, we are going for bachelor's. So as for my opinions on the first semester of nursing school, the reason that I am pretty much no social life, I do have a social life, but like I pretty much am always doing something. I never go to bed before midnight. I never get to, you know, do fun things during the week. Really, if I do, I must have like nothing going on that week, because that's like probably happened to me once. After this week, which is our midterm week, I kind of have a little bit of a breather, like literally 1 week of a breather, and then again it starts the piling of an exam every single week, because we do have an exam every single week, whether it's patho or a quiz or a medical term quiz in my professional nursing class, or a project or a presentation or something due. We always have something due, so I'm consistently studying. Pathophysiology, as you can tell, is a very content heavy course by the looks of my binder. I spend probably about 8 to 10 hours a day on Thursdays and Fridays studying for pathophysiology, as well as Saturdays and Sundays. It's very difficult to not study that much, because there's just so much you have to know, and if you don't know what's going on, you're going to fail the exam. And we have to have a 75% no matter what in every single class, or you have to retake the class. So if you get below a 75% on a test, you need to do better on the next one so that you can keep that 75% average. So we are not allowed to be below that at all. So that adds on to the beautiful stress. But one of the things that people always told me before I started nursing school is that this is going to be the hardest thing you've ever done in your entire life, and I can honestly say that it is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I've had to give up a lot of different things, as in the gym, and I haven't given it up fully, but I do not go 6 days a week. Last week I went to the gym once, and that's honestly because I've had so much to do, so much time to dedicate to studying. And honestly, to all my nursing friends and to anybody that's about to enter into nursing school, you feel bad doing anything but studying or working on schoolwork. You feel guilty about it. You feel like you should be studying something, because as a nurse, as a career in the healthcare field, there's always something you can improve on. There's always something you can learn. There's always something you can do better. So memorizing things and consistently going over things is going to make you the best nurse possible. So when you're not studying, or when you're like taking time yourself to go to the gym for like an hour, I honestly feel bad about that. And that's really sad, but that's just the reality of it. And this is like my dream, and all of my friends in this video, this is what we want to do, and this is the career that I've wanted my entire life. So it's completely worth it, and I know that it will pay off later in life. So that is kind of what goes down. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you probably see that I do go out. I definitely do get to do that. When we have studied for 8 hours on a Friday, there's no way we're all going home and studying again, just because we literally have exams and quizzes every single week. So when we get the chance to go out and have fun and take a little bit of a breather, it really does help keep sanity, because if you don't dedicate a little bit of time to yourself or a little bit of time to having fun in college, it will definitely catch up to you and be destructive. So definitely take time to do that, but we also put studies first. So that's kind of my little outlook on nursing. As for if I have any tips for anyone, it honestly would be that you don't really have time to deal with things that stress you out or add stress into your life. And going off of what I had said in my pre-nursing students video, that you basically need to evaluate your life like when you get into school. And one of the things that I have come to terms with is that you can't have extra bullshit in your life. And I did recently go through a breakup, and I don't know if people have realized that or like found that out, but I am no longer with the person I was with. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I didn't need any more added stress into my life, and what my relationship was becoming was added stress and kind of just extra things that you don't really need. Not to say that there won't be anything in the future, but it's just kind of, you're in school, and like when you're in this hard of a degree, you realize like what you need to focus on. And that's one of the things that I would give people as a tip, is that you really need to get your priorities straight and get people in your life who are lifting you up and encouraging you and constantly motivating you to be the best nursing student you can be, because nursing students are a totally different population. Like, we are totally different from the medical student. We're totally different from the person studying, you know, education or business. Like, we're different, and our majors are very, very difficult. And I will tell you that our major is the hardest major. I'm not gonna say that because somebody's gonna like fight me in the comments, but if you look up statistics, the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing is voted as one of the hardest majors because of everything we have to know. Nurses have to know everything. We have to know what's going on constantly. So really making sure that you have the correct people in your life is so incredibly important. And another tip that I can give is establishing a solid group of friends in your nursing school. My nursing school friends are pretty much the only people I hang out with. They're the only people I see besides my roommates. I have really good friendships with the people that I'm with. My best friends are my nursing school friends, and those are the people that I talk to every single day. Those are the people that I'm constantly looking on to lean on and to talk to. So really making sure that you establish a great group of friends within your school who are going through the same thing as you is really, really helpful. And I find that being able to talk about stress and anxiety with those people is what's really helping pull me through, and being in the same boat with people, if that makes sense. As for study tips, I can't really give like straight study tips, because literally every single person is different. Like, everybody works differently. I have friends that will study, 2 days before the exam, and they will literally get A's. And then there's me, who I have to study, 4 days before the exam and dedicate 5 more hours than that person. It just honestly is really dependent on the person. But a lot of the things that I like to do is I like to print out my Quizlets, and I will make my Quizlets on Quizlet.com, blah, 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 and I can print them out, and that's just another way for me to read my own writing and what makes sense for me. And I'm the type of person, I like to watch YouTube videos a lot. I watch Registered RN on YouTube, and she's really awesome. She makes a lot of extra notes, which I do print these off too. That's like what a lot of my notes are. And I will print off her things and just kind of like go back through and highlight things. Like, this packet was about diabetes insipidus and syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone. Doesn't that sound so fun? Don't you want to study that? Right? So I will go back and go through that, and consistently just moving through your notes and looking back at things is just really how I study personally. I also like teaching people things. That really helps me study. Sometimes I'll sit and talk to my mom and tell her about diabetes mellitus, or tell her about the symptoms of hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism, because I am telling you, what we learn in school, like, compared to other people, is like shit people can't even imagine. Like, the stuff we have to know. Like, you need to know signs and symptoms, you need to know treatments, you need to know what are some things that cause the disease, what are some things that are going to show up in the disease, what are things that are going to happen if you do this treatment or this medication. Like, it's unfucking real what we need to know. But I'm not complaining because I chose this major and I do love it, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on nursing school and how it's going, as well as show you guys my badass little Alpha Elite jacket, which I ordered 2 more because it's amazing and I love it. But anyways, I also have a planner that helps a lot, writing stuff out. But yeah, hopefully this helped someone, gave somebody a little bit of perspective. I just kind of wanted to share like how my semester is going, and anybody who is entering into nursing school, I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, get your priorities straight, get the right people in your life, and really make sure that you are ready to take on this journey, because it's a wild journey, and I'm completely aware that the hell of nursing school is only beginning. Another thing to note, mental breakdowns are normal. Not being okay is normal. Feeling like you're not going to do well, it's normal. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally worth it. It'll be okay, honestly. I am in a really, really good place, and I feel like that is what's helping me push through nursing school. Having a great group of friends who support you and the people you're seeing in this video, and really just focusing on the positive and really making sure to constantly be motivating yourself, constantly be working towards your goals is really important. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will stick around for future videos. Hopefully you guys will want to see more videos like this, and if you have any requests, write them in the comments. But other than that, I'm gonna go study for my exam tomorrow, as well as my assessment for Wednesday. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.